Hi, I'm Dr. Gaffer. This is Phuk YouMing, or Father Chinese, I swear to God. And you're in the back row, finally. Sorry, we just had some technical difficulty things and experiences and stuff.
It was my fault.
I don't think that's true.
Actually, it could have been since I tripped all over your console earlier.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think this just needed to be restarted, so. It's my sound monster.
He's not very loud.
No, he's not very loud. So he's a kind of a
Hi, Kyle.
polite. He's kind of a polite sound monster.
Polite, yes.
Well, I mean, at least he's quiet about it.
Of course, every time you do that, the
Oh.
brown monster we got over there goes. He gets curious.
We're sort of totally ignoring everyone.
You what?
We're totally ignoring everyone. What are you doing?
No, we're not. I'm not ignoring anybody. Kyle's there, and I said hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
He hasn't said hi back yet. Guys, tune into You Now's Got Talent. I'm on this season. I got through open auditions. You Now's Got Talent? Woot!
Do they?
Where? I want to see the talent.
So, sorry we're late. Again.
Derp.
So, it's,
Yes.
apparently,
Yes.
it's October, so it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Tits!
And supposedly somebody, probably more than likely a man, proclaimed it to be National Don't Wear a Bra Day, which is why our picture was that
Crap!
for our broadcast. So.
And today's one of the days I actually chose to wear a bra.
So you're not participating. There's a lot of people who aren't participating, but as we'll get into later, there's a lot of people apparently on Tumblr who have been. So that's exciting since it only rolls around once a year. There's some things on there you don't want to see necessarily.
Well, I guess I should participate then.
You don't have. It's just awkward. It's the internet, I guess. What do you expect?
The internet can take it.
Gonna
There. Now I'm participating.
smoke my fake cigarette since you're partially disrobing.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
nice.
daylight saving time in there?
Nice shirt.
Thanks. It's my VidCon shirt.
Mm,
I'd show the people, but they might see my nipples.
true.
And that would be even more awkward, I think.
Yes, definitely awkward.
So,
So,
you got some news?
me?
I know I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem like you've had a lot.
Well, not really. It looks a lot like a lot because I type a lot.
Yeah, well, if those are your notes, that's ridiculous.
It is my note.
That's ridiculous.
I like words.
They're very, very small. There's no way I could.
That's why I wear my glasses, or else I wouldn't be able to read it either.
I guess.
Yeah.
I always seem to have co-hosts that can always read really small writing, and I can never do it. How can I don't, yeah.
Well, that's good, right?
Like Matt used to use I think 9 points script
This is
scripted
8.
notes. So
This is 8.
it's pretty small.
I want to see segment.
I use 28.
What, Kyle? I want to see segment produced in the back row with this guy.
Kyle Goldfinch.
Well, anyways. So let's go on to some newsy stuff, because I got some newsy stuff. Want to hear my newsy stuff?
Sure.
Okie dokie. Let's start off with Disney. No?
Disney? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. But
So, Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park in Florida. We're going to start with
one
that.
of their theme parks?
Yeah, one of their theme parks that they have. They released a series of images that reveal what they're conceptualizing as an Avatar land. Everybody's seen the movie Avatar, or heard of Avatar, or like Avatar, or dislike Avatar, or want to throw it against a wall repeatedly and bash his bloody head in. I'm one of the latter ones. I liked Avatar. It was fun, but it's a little bit too much, I think. That's a little too unrealistic. But there was a lot of hype and a lot of people liked it, so whatever. So Disneyland.
And it had Sigourney Weaver in it.
Oh yeah, Sigourney Weaver. She actually did a really good job in that. That was actually a really good role for her, I think. Yeah. But, you know, blue people and whatnot, and it was just a lot.
Tail fucking.
Tail fucking, that was weird. But it was very Pocahontas for me, and I wasn't really into Pocahontas, so.
I thought it was very Ferngully-esque myself.
Oh yeah, I could see that too, yeah, because with all the foresty type things and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, Avatar Cash Machine, yes, that's exactly right. And it apparently it seems to continually be. So I'm going to show a couple of images. Close.
No, that wasn't the images you wanted?
No.
Oh.
I'm just going to show a couple of images that they did as a concept, I suppose. They're kind of small. It's kind of hard to see, but I couldn't find any that are any bigger than that.
Can't you just magnify that one?
Can I?
Yeah.
Really? Use that button? Oh my god. Dude! Anyway. Thanks.
So, see, it's bigger now.
So here is... I love how it was a blue bra. Yeah. Totally. So this is, let's see, it gives guests the experience of what it would actually be like to be on the fictional world of Pandora. And there is no completion date yet, but Avatar 2 is aiming for a 2015 release. So apparently they're not done with this series yet. See, I think this is kind of neat because you can see people riding these weird bird-like things. So it's like, is that going to be one of the rides? Maybe
It looks like a goose.
Yeah, it kind of does. Well, they're like dragon.
Yeah,
like
that kind of looks like
things.
a goose.
This one does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one does. And then that's pretty
Ooh,
neat. Yeah, pretty blue water ride and stuff. So the building of Avatar Land is expected to last for 5 years. So that's quite a bit of a time frame.
Wow.
Yeah. So. It's still just a concept. Obviously, they haven't decided if they're going to do it or not, or how.
Usually they
it's
cranked
actually
out shit like that in like 7 months or something, you know.
Usually they do, but that's quite an undertaking.
I guess so.
Especially if they're going to incorporate different rides into it. You know, if they're going to do a water ride and that weird dragon bird type ride and a walk through in the forest. You just gotta
It's gonna take them
be
that
careful
long
of
to
bushes. Yeah.
to mutate regular birds.
And people.
It's gonna be a giant dome.
I want to mutate into one of those big blue things. That'd be cool.
Tail fuck people.
Hell yeah! Anyway, more Disney stuff.
Oh my god.
Disneyland.
There's so much Disney.
I know. Well, I found a lot. What can I say? Disney's Tomorrowland section is about to go big on Star Wars. We were just there.
Yeah.
So this is why I wanted
They were
to...
already kind of spewing Star Wars quite a bit.
Yeah, they already did start on... the Disneyland that's in Anaheim, California, which is the main Disney park. Yeah, they discussed elaborate plans on bringing Star Wars into the original park. So basically the old rocket jet spinner, you heard of that one? The rocket jets?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. And the People Mover platforms, they're going to get in a makeover, and it's going to be a landing pad in the with a Star Wars spacecraft. And the spacecraft that it's actually going to be is the famous Millennium Falcon. And so it's going to be an elaborate...
You forgot that? You had to make sure you read it.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm a little tired.
That was kind of funny.
So that'll act like an elaborate walkthrough attraction, like a meet and greet location and stuff. So our famous Wookiee, Chewbacca, is probably going to be at the helm of that. You're going to go and say hi to Chewbacca. And
He'll be there growling and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, all that weird noise he makes.
Wookiee noise.
Yeah, the Wookiee noise. And in the shadow of the landing pad, the old Tomorrowland terrace dining facility, you know, that thing that we ate at, that is going to be made over into a cantina style.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Wow. I was already a little disappointed that they had changed the menu from years ago, and they they no longer had moon burgers. It was just simply just like a black Angus burger. I guess if you're a burger connoisseur, it sounds better, but really, I just wanted my Tomorrowland moon burger.
Oh, sad face.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. So actually, I think that's kind of fun though to turn into the cantina. So.
Yeah. Well, if you can.
Tina. In the back of the land, so in the back of
In the back of your land.
Lol.
Fuck your land.
fuck you. Fuck you, land. All right.
Fuck you, land.
All right, so where was I? In the back of the
Where
land,
ya?
the Innoventions building is going to be gutted. And in its place, it's going to be a pre-show and boarding area for the new speeder bike thrill ride.
Ooh, a thrill ride.
Yeah. And the track of the thrill ride is going to head outdoors to the north. So they're going to actually
north where
north, and they're going to demolish the Autopia freeways and take over most of that area for the new ride.
they've cleared permits with the city.
Yes. And the outdoor speeder bike course is set on the forest moon of Endor, where the Ewoks live. So you get to see all the little Ewoks.
So you can't have like little, you can't have those little Autopia cars going through there because
No.
that's just awkward. So, yeah.
Isn't it?
So does that mean they're going to get rid of the Autopia ride?
That's what they're
to
considering.
accommodate?
That is what they're considering to do.
Oh, disappointing. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, I didn't go on it last time I was there, but
It is a classic.
I have fond memories.
Yeah. Yeah.
From being a child. I'm sure if I went on it now, I'm like, this is stupid. But
yeah, as a kid, I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a classic thing, and actually the people are kind of bummed about it, and they're thinking that there's going to be probably a big debate over it, because not everybody wants to get rid of it, but, what can you say?
they can move the fucking thing.
Yeah, they
Come
could.
on.
They could move it.
Actually, they're
They're
running
big
out of
enough.
space. I'm lying. They can't move shit over there. I mean, come on. They've got the lakes in fucking America or some shit, and a bunch of boats. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
We got fuzzy all of a sudden. That was weird.
No.
Anyway, so it's actually going to have an Ewok village, so that'll be cute for the kids and for me because I like Ewoks, and a walkthrough attraction that houses more dining and shops and stuff. So I'm sad to see the Autotopia go, but in the same token, the fact that they're incorporating more Star Wars into it because now Disney owns Star Wars is pretty cool because I like Star Wars and that would be all right with me. There you go. So there's all your Disney news.
Well, not all of it.
Well, all right, from what I cared about.
From what you cared about.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I'm kind of waiting for what the first Disney, Lucas, arts combination project is going to be.
Okay. And
Apparently, this is come up with a series called Star Wars Rebels, and there's a lot of people who worked on the previous LucasArts Star Wars
cool.
animated projects, and I don't know. It looks like it's going to be pretty entertaining, and doesn't look like it has really over the top characters, but they're labeling it as being really animated, kind of dark as some of the articles that I've read. I'm just like, I don't see that as being true, but I guess I'll just have to hold out my opinion until I actually see an episode of it. But here's a little preview, and this is like a trailer preview of what they're doing that they released at the New York Comic-Con, which is a few months ago, but they just posted this Star Wars on their YouTube page yesterday.
I thought the New York Comic Con was this weekend.
No, I think it actually just happened.
I don't think so.
Are you
It was
sure?
just this weekend.
Oh, well then and this is what they're going to be showing?
I think they already did because the weekend's just about over. But, New York Comic Con. The only reason why I say that is because our friend Princess Metallic Cosplay has been talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when is it? Was it just this weekend?
I believe it was.
Which would explain why they just posted it.
October 10th through the 13th.
So there you go.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Karen said it just happened. Hi, Karen.
So that would be why. Hi,
Right.
Karen.
Let's watch this.
Okay, here you go.
Things here at Star Wars Rebels. Our Rebel Alliance is made up of Greg Weisman and Simon Kinberg. This is the strength that Lucasfilm is building to ensure the future of the Star Wars franchise. Well, one of the things really excited about with Rebels is that I have a lot of the Clone Wars crew coming on to make this show, and they're a very experienced group. The design department's still all Clone Wars veterans. I've got Killian Plunkett back as art director. I've got Joel Aaron as my VFX supervisor wizard. Keith Kellogg supervising animation. Stuart Lee, my longest running episodic director from the Clone Wars, is back with me. And I actually brought on his brother Steve Lee, a veteran of LucasArts. We're taking it to the next level now. And one thing that all of us were excited about was the Empire. We had done the Republic, and we've done a lot of things that foreshadowed the coming Empire, but we had never really gone in and drawn TIE fighters or Stormtroopers or Imperials, and that's something that we're having a great time doing on this series. I mean, when we were at Celebration Europe, the Star Destroyer version for Rebels came up, and it got the biggest cheer out of everything we showed. It just really showed me how much fans love the Empire. They're great bad guys. They've got the look. They've got great design to their uniforms. Are famous for saying things like "You rebel scum."
You rebel scum.
But it's great to have those characters back in play. It reminds us all of a time that we knew as kids when the Empire were the bad guys. They were the ones to watch out for, and they're on their way back in a big way. Every era of the Star Wars saga seems to have its own marquee villain, a character that really captures the idea of the enemy and what evil is. Now, for most people I know that once Darth Vader hits the scene, he is the preeminent and the only one. But in this time period between episodes 3 and 4, there is the possibility that there are villainous characters that you have up till now been unaware of. So here for you exclusively, I would like you to take your first look at the evil which is the Empire's Inquisitor, tasked by Darth Vader to hunt down the remaining Jedi Knights.
Ooh.
So there you go. There's that. So
Thanks for the hugs and the loves, Karen.
and it looks like it's pretty good. And a lot of people, obviously when there's a merging of companies like this, people are really going to scrutinize whatever your first project
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
is. So when DreamWorks Pictures was first a thing, and everyone was like, "Oh, what's going to be your first film?"
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's going to be fantastic. You guys are so smart. And they're sort of like, it's Mouse Hunt.
Just kidding.
Sorry.
Mouse Hunt.
I think that was like the first movie.
Oh, I loved Mouse Hunt, though. Mouse Hunt. And again, I'm just weird like that. Well, that's great. Star Wars is awesome. And where did my question go?
I don't know.
Derp-a-derp, Kyle said.
Thanks for the love, Karen.
Woo-woo!
Oh my god.
Kyle said, how do you guys feel about Escape from Tomorrowland? Do you guys feel the film is just, or do you think Disney can seek legal advice for the film? Have you heard of this?
No.
It's the guy that filmed in Disneyland without the knowledge of Disneyland.
Oh,
Park.
no, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was it called again?
Escape from Tomorrowland? Yes. Escape from Tomorrowland. And he says, do you feel the film is just, or do you think Disney can seek legal advice for the film? I hope they don't. Because I actually am secretly excited about this movie. I mean, it might be hokey and cheesy and dumb, but in the same token, they totally filmed it underneath the noses of all of the park personnel. That's pretty bomb.
And they must, unless they shot it in a day, it probably cost them a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just for everyone to be on
Just
set,
for tickets. Just for tickets. I mean, the fact that they can go in with all of their
Little craft services table set up, around the corner by the men's room for employees.
I'm impressed with their balls. And
She's impressed with their balls.
And they might get some backlash, sure, but
backlash on their balls.
I hope they don't. And actually, it might be really good PR for Disney too. If Disney decides to backlash for these people,
balls.
Yeah, if they backlash balls these people, then
That'll be a headline.
Then it might be that it actually backlashes on Disney, and maybe Disney will not get very good, people won't like Disney because of the fact that they were hard on these other guys. But in the same token, it's like, now do you expect a bunch of other film people to come and start trying to film in Disneyland because they said, oh, well, this person did it, so that means I can do it too.
Yeah.
And then if they start to hound these people that are trying to film in the park then the people will say, well, why didn't you hound this guy?
Yeah.
And then it can turn into something big. So it's hard to say. I hope they don't, but in the same token, they probably need to. But if they do, will people stop falling in love with Disney? I am at a crossroads here. I am a split, and I don't know. I don't know which path to take.
You don't know.
I'm just glad I don't have to be involved, and I can just watch the movie.
Well, thanks for making all the points, because now I can't decide either. So.
So there's your
no
answer,
idea
Kyle.
how I feel about that at all now. Thank you.
Sorry. I know. See, that's my problem. Is I want them to be successful, but
at the same time, it's totally going to encourage other people to try to,
and that's probably
make
not
it a thing. And considering how big just people with video phones and stuff like that, it's amazing they don't have like more incidents and more things showing up on YouTube of goofy ass shit that people have done in theme parks. I mean, maybe there is, and I'm totally going to search that up after this show is over. Now that I've thought about it, but. Excuse me.
So there it is. And if you have some thoughts and feelings on it, go ahead and share in the chat room there. And also, okay, I just want to touch on this one a little bit because I thought it was actually kind of interesting, and it might actually be kind of crass, but I don't know. It's an up and coming movie.
Oh my god.
Called Nymphomaniac. See that? Play on words. Up and coming. Oh, I'm so funny. It's a Lars von Trier. Thank you, little monster. It's a Lars von Trier movie, and the storyline is quite simple. It says a self-diagnosed nymphomaniac recounts her erotic experiences to the man who saved her after a beating. That's it. I'd show some photos, but they might be a bit much.
Could you just read that one more time?
Sure. A self-diagnosed nymphomaniac recounts her erotic experiences to the man who saved her after a beating.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. God damn it. I'm distracting as fuck. Oh, boy. But yeah, so the photos that I actually ran into...
There are photos?
There are, and actually I might end up showing them later just because they are kind of fun.
Okay.
The cast, actually it's a pretty big cast. It includes Charlotte Gainsbourg, Shia LaBeouf, Christian Slater. LaBeouf, yeah.
LaBeouf.
Christian Slater, Uma Thurman, Willem Dafoe,
Jesus Christ.
Udo Kier, Connie Nielsen, Stellan Skarsgård, and others. If you want to see the main characters' faces, go ahead and Google the movie. It might sound pretty raunchy, and it might be raunchy, but on the other hand, it looks like it's going to be kind of an emotional kind of film. But I don't see...
Emotional drama.
Kind of.
There's a lot of raunchy fucking.
I haven't seen a whole lot
and that's a big cast. She must have slept with a lot of people.
And there's a lot more than that, too. But, so it's apt to be kind of fun. So go ahead and Google it if you want. We might show some stuff later if we have time.
I think we should make time.
Okay. We'll make time. Then I'll move on to my other stuff.
Okay.
So this is a lot different. I'm going to move into my gaming stuff now. Oh my god, why did you do that? The Grand Theft Auto 5. There's a lot of news for Grand Theft Auto 5 lately. Because they actually had a lot of issues when they first came up with their Grand Theft Auto stuff. There were a lot of headaches, there were a lot of glitches, a lot of bugs, but they decided to turn it into riches for people. Yay! Basically, Rockstar announced that a stimulus package, quote unquote, yes, for Grand Theft Auto Online today will actually see every player who's played since launch receive $500,000 in-game money, not real money. At least it's in-game stuff, as compensation for issues that have been occurring for the 2 weeks that it's been open. And the first delivery of 250 grand is going to be by the end of the week. So if you started playing in October, then you'll be getting that in your little bank account that you have for your cute little gun-toting Grand Theft Auto 5 person.
Yeah, I want you to know I have a big manly bank account.
Yes.
Huge.
It's
huge
massive.
account.
It is massive. So you can still get in on the deal if you decide to start playing by the end of October. Issues that they've had range from the normal stuff that you see from online games that people just run rampant and try to sign in at the same time, all that good stuff. You have your server load problems, you have regular glitches, you have hiccups with like in-game economy, matchmaking problems and stuff like that. And loss of actually thousands of players, in-game characters, progress, and property. And we'll kind of discuss that a little bit. The fourth item with the loss of players stuff is actually not going to be able to be retrieved at all. So that's why they're giving out the in-game cash. It seems that people that were playing Grand Theft Auto 5 when it first came out, they started creating their characters and working them up and gaining levels, playing for hours, and then all of a sudden they lost it all. They logged in and their characters are gone, their properties are gone, everything that they worked towards is gone. And so they can't get it back, and that's why they're giving away the money. So I'm thinking that, it was probably a server crash, maybe one of the hard drives crashed and they didn't have backups. Oops. But that's just a guess on my part because, that's the only thing I could think of. If you can't recover something, it's because you don't have a backup of it. But
I woke up one morning and your whole life was destroyed.
yes.
Well, at least as far as Grand Theft Auto 5 is concerned.
Right. So, there's a lot of people that were pissed off about it, but then again, there's a lot of people that are still playing just because of that. This little yawn whine.
Some sort of creature on the floor over here.
And actually, a $500,000 in Grand Theft Auto 5 is not a lot of money at all, because like the cheapest apartments that you can buy in there are like $100,000. So it won't get you very far, which is probably okay because you don't want a whole lot of people playing after October coming in and getting smashed by people that played in October just because they had millions of extra dollars to, so I mean, it's a little bit of compensation. It's not going to change the economy of the game or anything like that. It's just basically a boost to say, hey, I'm sorry, here you go, keep on playing and get some stuff back, I guess. So there you go. So good on them actually for, trying to appease the masses. And I guess this game is very easy to appease the masses because they've actually hit a lot of Guinness World Records. They've hit 7.
Really?
Yes. And I will...
well, I know what one of them is.
Yeah. So they officially now, as of today, hold 7 titles.
Yeah, one of them's not most server crashes, though.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a bad one to get.
That would be awful. The first one is best-selling action-adventure video game in 24 hours. I don't have the actual number. So
that was the one I knew.
Best-selling video game in all time in 24 hours. So they actually, it should be just one category to me, I think. But actually, they're doing it in 2
I guess
categories.
technically that was the one I knew. So.
Yeah. Fastest entertainment property to gross $1 billion. Fastest video game to gross $1 billion.
Also seems like it would be the same category, strangely enough, as the previous one.
Oh, yeah. Highest grossing...
It's making them up now.
Yeah, they are, actually. Highest grossing video game in 24 hours. Highest revenue generated by an entertainment product in 24 hours. And they say in 24 hours they gained revenue $815.7 million. That's in one day, people. That's a lot of money. And most viewed trailer for an action-adventure video game. So that's all of their world records that they hold now. So good on them. Good on them. Those damn billionaires. And it's kind of funny because some of the backlash that they got, one of it was by...
Was it on their balls?
No.
No?
I like saying that word though, don't I? Backlash.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was just wondering if it was on their balls or not.
No. You just made me realize that I say that. A rapper actually wants the game recalled. Shall I elaborate?
Sure.
Apparently this guy, a rapper named Daz Dillinger, who was pretty active...
So I thought you were going to say something like, Snoop Dogg.
No.
Or someone like we all know. Like, apparently there's a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Who was mildly successful 15 years ago.
No.
He sent Rockstar a cease and desist letter accusing the developer of using his music in Grand Theft Auto 5 without paying him.
Huh.
The tracks include...
But are not limited to.
Right. What he said. Sea Walk, and I'll actually play a little bit of it.
Oh, play a little Sea Walk for
Yeah,
me,
I'm going
would
to
you?
play a little Sea Walk.
Play a little Sea Walk.
I'll play a little Sea Walk, that's not it.
Oh my gosh, Sea
That's
Walk.
it.
We're gonna drop it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This album is the best of both worlds. Yeah. It's for the West Coast side. Don't forget about Charlie. It's for the West Coast one. Sagging, nigga G'd up, sipping, sitting.
So that's one of them. Ugh. So that's one of them. The other one is, oh my gosh, where'd my notes go? Here we go. The other one is Nothing But the Cavi Hit. I don't know what a cavi is, or a cavy, or whatever that is. So we'll play a little bit of that too.
We can Google it.
I'm really
probably
not
it's probably
that curious.
Probably something dirty.
Yeah,
Just saying, it's probably something dirty.
I guess I really don't care that.
Blaze up.
Yeah, back 10 with the dark hair. Yeah, don't stop. Now when I come to y'all, would y'all watch my back? Yeah. And when you come to eat.
Oops.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's
As you can see. As you can hear.
Has this guy even sold anything on iTunes in the past 15 years? I don't even think so. I mean, come on, dude. But here's what I agree that people that make music and stuff should be compensated for, what they've made, especially if you're going to incorporate it into a video game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think this guy is kind of taking it to the next level, saying, oh, if you don't pay me X amount of dollars, then we're going to request that you destroy all unsold copies of Grand Theft Auto 5. But if you take a look at how many people have Grand Theft Auto 5, all the unsold copies won't even be a dent in what they have. So he's not really, I guess he's just making a statement, really, but let me get that thing out of my eyeball.
So why would they use why would they end up using songs that they don't have the rights to?
That's a good
Or
question.
Is it one of those situations where they got permission from whoever he shuffled the rights away to when he was a recording artist, and now he's like, well, I didn't get permission from me. It's
Right.
like, well, we don't really need permission from you.
See, that's kind of what I'm
Because
thinking.
that sort of thing is, it's happened a few times.
Yeah, it has. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Apparently, this guy, Rockstar actually gave an offer to this guy of $4,271 for both of his songs, for the rights to them, and he called it an offensively low offer.
Offensively low.
Yeah. And said that he's actually ex-member of a group called Dog Pound.
Dog Pound.
Mm-hmm. He gave Rockstar and a publisher a take two of the publisher of the game. Make a better offer or recall and destroy all unsold copies of the game. He said that the move is about respecting an artist's work. Rockstar didn't do that here, and I can't let them get away with it. And he gave them 14 days to respond. So we'll see if anything happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kyle, it's CAVI, not the cavi, not the big rodent, but CAVI is what they called it. Yeah, offensively low. See, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking to myself, if this guy hasn't sold stuff or made music in 15 years, and now he's saying, you better give me a better offer than that. I mean, the fact that they're even offering to pay him anything right now is fantastic, because he probably isn't the one who owns the official rights to it. I mean, he may be. I don't know the answer to that. But if he's not, then he doesn't really have a say in it. He can't say no because, well, he's just not entitled to that. So just saying that it might be a thing for him to just accept that $4,000 and run with it. Because I certainly would. If anybody wanted to take my money.
I do.
Or not take my money. Give me money.
Oh.
Don't take my money.
I don't. I'll take your money, too.
Ooh, snap. So, there you go. There's all your Grand Theft Auto news of the day. So, that's kind of fun. Oh, Cavi. C-A-V-I, also known as crack. Then it makes sense that they put that music into Grand Theft Auto there. I have a couple more things here. PlayStation 4. A little bit of news there. Everybody's kind of gearing up for the releases of the new PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. and remains to be seen how successful both or either of them will be. I'm hoping the PlayStation 4 outnumbers Xbox just because. Sony actually had removed the eye camera from the PlayStation 4 bundles in order to make it competitive with the Xbox One price. Apparently, they're actually losing $60 on every bundle that they sell, the PlayStation 4 bundles when it's released at the $400 price point that they have, and Xbox is selling theirs at $500. But that's why they decided to keep the eyepiece or the eye motion sensor out of it, which is kind of like Xbox's Kinect. They decided to keep it out because of the fact that they're already losing $60 on the actual console, and they don't want to lose any more money. So they're actually garnering on getting games and extra accessories and stuff. So if people buy that, that's where they're going to make their money. But as far as the console goes, they're actually losing $60 a console. So yeah. So I agree with them keeping that out just to be competitive with the price, because the Xbox One at $500 does seem to be a little bit much. But if you take a look at the fact that they're going to be like a full entertainment center type of device, then it's hard to kind of be like, yeah, you gotta lower your prices there. I don't know. I think it's okay. Do you have opinions?
It still sounds expensive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a gamer.
You have other expensive hobbies.
That's true.
Like,
But I'm glad. It's a lot. For something that just seems like it would just take up way too much of my time.
but it's fun.
It is, from what I understand.
And that's why it's a good hobby. And sometimes good hobbies are expensive, like video games. At least they can be if you make it so. Which I don't really make it expensive.
I bet scuba diving's expensive, because there's probably boats involved and stuff. I would think.
Well, I think the trips to go scuba diving is
Yeah.
probably more expensive than the actual stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
I think skiing is pretty economical, provided you live close to where people can ski.
oh yeah, a lot of people ski around here.
It's true.
Very
They do.
economical. People love their skis. They get the ski on. And something kind of interesting that's also video game related. Russian
skiing?
No.
No skiing.
No, but it is kind of a cold area. Russian government.
That's
Gaming
just like,
news?
That's just like skiing.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Russian government is like skiing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally is.
Cool. I've learned something today. So apparently the Russian government has decided to start developing patriotic video games. They're also potentially going to ban video games that distort Russian history or distort history in general.
Because there's a lot of those.
Yes. The Russian Military History Society is going to be in charge of the video game project, beginning with a title detailing the inception of Russian military aviation during World War I. You recently watched a bunch of World War I stuff,
I didn't.
right?
I watched nothing from. Oh, watch. Yes, I did.
Yeah. What did you...
I thought you said wash.
No,
No,
watch.
I didn't wash anything.
No, I'm sorry. Russian government, no gay sex in games. Yeah, that's not it. No, the gay love in games. No, that's not it either. They just care about the patriotism, apparently.
They probably care about. There probably shouldn't be any faggotry in the video games as well.
Well, there probably
because
won't
it is
be.
Russia.
Yeah, there probably won't be.
They hate that.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
They're really kind of stupid. A guy named Arseny
It hardly
Mironov.
seems like a fun place.
Yeah, I don't think I want to live there. A guy named Arseny Mironov, who is an aide to the Russian culture minister, has told a Russian newspaper that a video game has to have not only an entertainment value, but it also has to teach and be conducive to patriotic education. So they say that the Military History Society feels that the Russian warrior has been portrayed wrongly in past games. The biggest one that they were complaining about is Relic's real-time strategy title, Company of Heroes 2, where the soldiers are actually portrayed as criminals, and the title is also not translated into Russian, so they're kind of concerned about that they didn't translate into Russian. I mean, would you want to translate a game into Russian that says that, hey, all of the people that are in your military and your warriors are all criminals? But I'm going to translate it for you, so here you go. No. Meh. The Culture Ministry actually said that the foreign games like Company of Heroes 2 can discredit the Russian soldier. Yeah, if we're calling them criminals, then we probably are discrediting them. And they're exploring options with several local Russian developers to create the first educational title. And that is actually kind of fascinating for me. The fact that the actual government is starting to take charge of the video games.
Well, ours might too if we, decided that, we're going to start making video games where, America wasn't the hero of.
Yeah. Or if we destroy all the
'Cause
Republicans.
I don't think we've made any of those. I think, pretty much for the most part.
Yeah, well,
You know.
if we destroy all the Republicans too, I mean, I suppose that'd be a pretty fun video game. So, wow, Kyle, what'd you say? Oh, the patriotism. Oh, I love you, Russia. Not. I'm sorry, Grand Theft Auto Russia Edition. Soldiers go around and hit gay people. Hashtag way too far. Way to go, Kyle.
I hope there's no Russians watching this now, because now they're probably going to be working on that.
Ew.
Well, not
No.
all Russians, just apparently their governing body, which I guess is not representative necessarily of all Russians, I've learned.
No. Well, is any government ever representative of everybody?
Unfortunately, it doesn't really seem to be.
No. You can't please everyone. That's just the way it is.
I think people in Iceland are still doing pretty good.
Really? Iceland?
So,
Okay.
but just give them a few decades. I'm sure they'll fuck it up again.
Yeah, they just might.
Is that all your news?
That's all my news. That's all.
Was that your way of finishing up? You're just kind of like,
Yeah. What else do you want? You want me to say something? Thank you for listening to my gaming and interesting Disneyland topics. Please join me again next week. But in the meantime, here is Doc the Gaffer to entertain you for the rest of the minutes that are remaining in the back row on Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. How was that?
what?
How was that?
That was
It was so awful. You stopped listening.
Yes. Yes. That's how you want to interpret what just happened, then sure.
That is what I imagined. Are you going to give away a poster this week at Dr. Gaffer?
No, I am not. I'm going to spare myself that.
Aww.
Aw, what?
You're going to spare people of
Yeah.
that? That being the poster? Which is sad because I want the poster. I want posters. How come I can never win posters?
Because you're on the show.
Oh. Hey, Kyle, want to switch places?
Does he?
Wow.
What?
Does he?
This is actually not the first picture I want.
He
What?
says, have you sent out the Mean Girls poster yet?
As far as you know, yes.
There you go.
Others.
Yes, I want to switch places. Okay.
Excellent. So this is a picture that. Yeah, we're good. This is a picture of our letter to Taylor Swift.
Oh.
What?
I'm
What was it? Ooh for?
listening. I was saying ooh about that.
You're like, ooh. What happened?
I'm
Anyway.
curious as to what's coming next. I was exclaiming, like, ooh,
Oh.
like, what's coming
that
next?
was
A long time
like
ago.
7 months ago now.
7 months.
And so the reason we sent a letter to Taylor Swift is because 7 months ago we did a story about a bunch of her fan letters being found in a dumpster by a school, and the person who found them claimed a lot of them were unopened, but according to the agency where the mail was supposed to be sent, where her fan mail is gone through and opened and read by her people, claim that they read all of the mail, and apparently that just wasn't true. But then after this mail was found, and of course we assume that they would do their due diligence and make sure that in fact every piece of fan mail she received was read and responded to. So all we asked in our letter is for us to get like an autographed photo or something to acknowledge the fact that they did in fact actually receive this letter that we sent, or that I sent apparently. And we haven't heard back from her yet. It's been 7 months. So if you sent fan mail to Taylor Swift, or you know somebody, more than likely it's a child of some sort. You might be hoping to hear back from Taylor Swift. You're not going to.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
So sorry about that. And brings me to another thing I want to talk about. I want to try to size this right because I don't want to show a picture of somebody else unintentionally. There.
Just side boob.
I'll just do it like that. Yeah. Anyway, so a friend of mine recently won an award, and he was, I guess, the day after or 2 days after, he just sent out this message on Facebook, I think, saying like, "Hey, if anyone wants an autographed picture of me, let me know." I'm like, "Hey, man, I want one. That would be awesome." So I guess I just had a stack of pictures and was just like mailing them out. So I was like, "Sure, I'd love to have an autographed picture of you." He's like, "Okay, well, you have to send me a picture of you with it, or like post a picture of me like holding it." I was like, "Oh, sure, I can totally do it."
Mm-hmm.
So I finally got the picture. I actually got it several days ago, but I wanted to wait until we were doing the show before I talked about it. And when I first got it, I was looking at it, and his name's B.D. Freeman. He's a comedian on and a host on VH1. But anyway, this is the picture.
Yay!
They sent me. I'll have you. Actually, I'll just have you do like a. Can you do like a picture on a You Now picture?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna stand up here a little closer with it. So this will be like my picture proof, and then you can just post that on my page. So that way you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll know that we did. And then you got make sure you smile in the background too. You can see the picture you're in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take another one. You look drunk in that one. Okay, go ahead. Let's try it again.
Look drunk in that one. I'm going to look drunk in all of these.
No, this one looks bad. I didn't even wait until you smiled. That's the problem. Okay, ready?
Sure.
Okay. That's good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let me see it. Oh, I still look drunk. Anyway.
No, you don't.
So here's the thing about the picture. It says, "Doc, thanks for the support." And then you can kind of see it down here. This is his supposed to be like, I guess, his name.
You guess.
But people sign their names all kinds of crazy and stuff. So, if you look at my signature, it wouldn't look like Dr. Gaffer necessarily. But then I saw this picture that he sent to somebody else, and you can clearly see. There's my little pointer here. There's a B, a D, and what could pass for an F for Freeman. B.D. Freeman.
I wonder how many he had to sign.
I totally see that. Okay, and then there's mine.
It looks like he had a heart or like a seizure.
Then there's mine, just like that. And I don't know what this looks like. A stick figure representation of the crucifixion. Is what I got. It looks like it could be a B, but then is that a D or a D?
I can't really tell.
So I can't really tell. So I'm guessing this is probably one of the last ones that he signed.
He's like, I'm fucking done.
It's still going to end up being part of the background over there for the vlogging. But yeah, just like the signatures just don't look anything like. It almost looks like mine's a fake. So, thank you, my friend, Bobby Delirious, for sending me your fake autograph.
Oh, come on now.
Sure.
Well, I think it's delightful.
It's delightful.
I'm going to post it on your YouTube now.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Thank you. So. The dancing girl. The girl who quit her job.
Yes.
What the hell was this person's name?
Do you want me to tag him in this?
Who?
B.D. Freeman?
No, you just post it on my page. Toop. Or I guess you could. Can you do that?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna tag him instead.
Yeah, I don't even
Wow,
know.
it actually recognized him. Want to tag BD Freeman? Yes.
Well, there you go.
Done.
So anyway, how would you pronounce this girl's name?
Marina Shifton. Or Schifrin.
Schifrin?
Marina Schifrin.
Anyway, so it's the dancing girl who quit her job by posting a YouTube video. She got like 14 million views or something ridiculous like
Yes.
that. And I was gonna talk about it, and then I wasn't, and now I am.
Okay. I'm
So-
intrigued.
So I heard that Queen Latifah had invited her to work on her show. My first thought was, Queen Latifah has a show, which I had no idea about until I heard that, which made me think, well, this is probably the exact reason why she invited this girl to work on her show. And apparently she just made up a position.
Really?
Yeah, just like, so, yes, if I needed, like, a head of video online production, would you be interested in a job like that?
Oh my gosh.
So, it's like,
Okay.
so if I just created some ridiculous bullshit, half-witted job with no real responsibilities or duties for publicity sense, you'd be down with that, right?
Kind of like my job.
So apparently she took her backstage and they ironed out the details and she ended up hiring her. So I guess she works for her in some capacity. But I kind of want to know so how's she working out? Are good things happening? Because I don't know why you would hire somebody who quit in such a public way. And a lot of people are saying oh well she didn't out them or say what company she worked for or whatever. It's just okay, well I don't have the biggest monitor ever, but I do know she was wearing a lanyard the whole time. It probably wouldn't be that hard
No.
to really figure out who what the company was or where it was. But apparently the company she worked for, I guess for it was a little under 2 years, and it was really cutting into her social life, and her personal life, and jobs are like
That's
that. So-
what happens. I mean,
So-
any job that you have will do that because it's a job. That's what jobs are for. They're supposed to cut into your lives.
So now she works for Queen Latifah.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
And the company she used to work for, they made videos like this one, which is actually a news story. They take, I guess, news kind of like what you and I discuss, but they just make it in Taiwanese.
Oh, cool.
So that's what this company does. And so this is actually their news version of what I was going to talk about anyway, is Facebook removing the privacy setting
Oh,
for
right.
people being able to search for your name. So if somebody typed in, if you had some ridiculously unusual name, not like John Smith, something like that, but something really specific, I don't want to name a specific name because I can't think of any except for people I actually know, and that would be awkward.
Yes, it would.
But just imagine a really specific sort of sounding name.
Okay.
And you type that in exactly, and ordinarily you would come up with that person. But if for some reason they have, blocked you, then, or they just, removed the ability for people to search for their name, then nothing would show up.
Oh.
You'd actually have to find a link to their profile or find where they've commented on someone else's page to be able to get there. I think it might not even work that way, but apparently they're going to remove that. So if somebody knows your actual full name, you will now come up in searches, which I don't know. To me, it doesn't really seem like it's that big of a deal because I
No.
figure if people really that hard up to try to find out what you're doing on Facebook, they'd probably just create some creepy fake account anyway.
Like me.
scary. I don't even think you like need to be like if you're just like not signed in at all, and then like you search. I think people will still like come up. I think they can only like block individual people, but whatever.
be.
If you speak Taiwanese, then I'll just play like this news story, and then you can probably figure it all out.
Sounds good. Hi, Randy.
脸书移除保密设定，小心怪咖打蛇随棍上。脸书爱改设定已经不是新鲜事了，新推出的条规跟以往一样，就是要致力缩减你的网络隐私。比起用户隐私权，血本无归的脸书投资者大概满脑子想赚钱。广告商也敲破门，想从脸书里挖出如同宝藏的个资。这项改善让所有脸书用户都可以被搜寻到。各位，你如果不想被怪咖或老板找到，一定要事先封锁。如果你就是怪咖或老板本人，也不用担心，再申请个账号。任何男人、女人、小孩，甚至前女友，都只有一指之遥了。你要停用脸书以示抗议吗？留言告诉我们吧。
So there you go. That was sort of videos that she used to have to make. That she was tortured for almost 2 years to have to produce.
I don't think I would be proud if I was involved in a video like that. But then again,
They're pretty
it'd be
much all
kinda
like
fun. Kyle says, Sims much? Yeah, it kind of was very Sim-esque, wasn't it?
So that's pretty much. I don't know. I guess all the news I can really squeeze in, aside from the fact that I want to get back to that it was no bra day today, and so I
Boobs!
boob day. So
It's boob day. Oh.
I figured we could scroll through Tumblr. I'm gonna have to be. That one's already a little risky.
It's extremely risky.
Okay, this is just an ad. There's a.
Okay. That's alright.
But you never know when something. Oh, see. See, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous.
Wow,
I can't
you're
scroll through
totally...
Tumblr.
Well, since you actually
I
showed
tried.
nipple, now I get to show mine.
No.
No, yes. No,
You can't-
yes.
There's a picture of your nipples.
No. Well, probably, but that's not what we're gonna look at. I forget what that stupid. What was I talking about earlier?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, nymphomaniac. Thanks. I think. Yeah, here it is. What? Do-do-do-do-do-do.
By the time you find this, it's gonna be done.
So this is the movie.
That's just creepy.
Yeah. And it's just funny, you know, like this guy looks like he should be on friggin' that's his O face, really, dude? See what's a good one. Oh, here's Shia's. That's not Shia. There we go. That's your O face, Shia? Really? So anyways, it's kinda like that. Oh, here we go. I'm looking for the really gross one. Well, that's pretty close. Nicholas Bro. Here's another interesting one. There's Willem Dafoe. Old man O faces. Oh yeah.
Gross.
Here, I'll show you that one.
See,
just because
I wanted
to.
to end with like, you know, pictures of boobs, and you want to end with like pictures of like gross old men. What the fuck is the matter with you?
You showed nipples, so I can show that if I want.
He's like, oh, if you showed nipples, then I can show pictures of like men making disgusting sex, old men making disgusting sex faces.
Yes.
No, that's not how the
That
fucking
is
world
okay.
functions.
It's how my world
Anyway,
works.
I'm Dr. Gaffer. Thanks for watching, except for that last part. This is Fuck YouMing. Her father is Chinese, I think.
And a pervert.
The pervert. You've been in the back row. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Kyle and Randy, who came just
And Karen.
too late.
Karen says
Karen.
seems fair.
It doesn't seem fair at all.
It totally
Karen.
seems
You're
fair.
wrong. You're wrong. I still love you anyway, though. I love you long time.
Love you long time.